Alright, X-Wing fans, it's me, John, with Arfon James is
Hello.
going to be commentating with us most of the day today. This is our Sunday tournament, November.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, I know, it's come around quick, hasn't it? 40 players today. We have Ryan Sharpe and John Bamford on the stream.
Nice and fancy.
Yeah.
And he's,
So we're going to go through the lists.
yes. So we've got two people who normally bring really weird stuff, jank as it were, and Bamford definitely has. Ryan seems to have gone for something a bit more sensible for a change.
So let's have a look, Arfon. Let's try Luke. I think we all pretty much know Luke's X-Wing by now.
Yeah, we see him often enough nowadays. So we've got Super Luke.
So that's really stacking with supernatural reflexes, isn't it?
Yeah, so Super Luke, supernatural reflexes, so he's getting that boost and barrel roll before he even does anything, that nice advanced sensors. Proton torps for just that nice spike in damage, especially with Janors. R2-D2 to give him that just that little bit of regen, helping him get through after he's had a few torps to the face. Shield upgrades for a bit more defense again, and obligatory title. R2-D2. Janors, just buff up Luke and Sabine's damage. She takes stress, give Shep +1 attack dice, which on a Proton Torp is very nice. And given that she's got turret and title for front arc, that's a large area of firing arc to cover. Journerso to give Luke that extra evade die, evade token.
What iPhone charger in here, gentlemen? Sorry, I'm putting it on stream. Hi everyone.
This is Ash.
I want that.
So yeah, we'll carry on, even though we're being disassembled.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jin on Jan to give everyone just loads of options for evade tokens, and Moldy Crow to give that very important front arc and bonus attack at the front as well, and keep those bonus focus tokens. So it'll be a slow start moving forward and picking up focus tokens.
Enigma Wargaming joining us. Good morning. I believe you just subscribed to our channel recently.
That's who that was.
Yeah.
And hello, Scott as well. And lastly, Ryan has got Sabine with Debris Gambit, just because for 40 points it's a very solid ship.
Yep.
Super powerful with either Debris Gambit or I like Composure to get focus evade every turn, but that's generally the wrong decision. So Debris Gambit.
Although you've done all right, not this week, but last month you did all right. I mean, your MOV is way up there because of last month. Yeah, I think when I looked at the MOVs yesterday, you were in 4th place.
After yesterday?
After yesterday, yeah, because of the previous month.
Jesus, that
Yeah.
that's not a good sign for everyone else.
and don't forget, the 3 that were above you have already got the veterans token.
Yeah, but that's going to keep happening. I'll get that one place below the token. That's just going to happen. Right, and then on the other side, because they've already started them, is Bamford, who has brought nonsense again. So we've got 2 Trando slavers. That's a big YV666, both with feedback array. So with that, they'll be able to take 1 ion and 1 disarm, so they won't be able to shoot. But they'll do 1 damage to themselves and everyone touching them. So he's probably just going to ram them down the throat of Luke, hopefully.
Yeah.
And to help with that, he's got Unkar Plut. So Tugboat gives out tractor beams, and Unkar, I believe, is start of engagement phase. He can give tractor beams out. One or more ships are 0. Yeah, so everyone just gets tractor beams out. So if he can get 2 tractor beams, push them into himself, and then give him a 3rd one, push even a large ship around. And seismic charge, just to get some bombs exploding, get some more space for those Trandos. And lastly, Justero, who is going to be hopefully getting a lot of shots off from the feedback arrays, seismic charge damage, tractor beams onto rocks. So lots of opportunity for Justero to get a shot.
Nice. Okay, guys, that's the list run through quickly. If you want to see any of those cards up on the screen, or you've got any questions, post it on the chat. We'll try and pick it up. The chat runs about 20 seconds behind, so just bear with it when we get round to you.
And that's when we're paying attention.
and that's when we're paying attention.
So, hello, Ulfric. Right, so nice fast start from the Rebels for a change. Actually going forward a bit faster. And I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with these Trandos, because I've not seen any since 2.0, and honestly didn't really see any for quite a while in 1.0. No. What has anything changed with their firing arc now? No,
they've still got 180 have they?
Yeah, so they still work exactly the same. They've got some more interesting crew, and they're generally a bit cheaper now. So you can see that's 62 for each with the feedback array. So they're only about 30 points of old school. So which is about the same as what they were, but
that's not bad actually, is it? 62 points.
No, and when you can very easily get something like hull upgrade on them for only 3 points, they start becoming just that little bit more viable.
Yeah.
Although not letting them shoot by using feedback arrays is a funny choice.
Let's see how this works out. Both team players for Weekend Warlords, Ryan Sharpe and John Bamford.
Both usually do quite well as well at the weekends.
Yeah. Sort of middle top half of the table.
I'm trying to think where.
I'm pretty sure they play on a Tuesday night as well.
Yes, and do really well against Tim Marston.
Tim Marston won yesterday.
He did. Very well at that.
He did very well actually.
So Sabine, I think, is going to actually barrel roll to the left and start going on the other side, while Luke's probably going to just keep shooting forwards. Justero, I think, is going to move down to the bottom of the screen, kind of angle around. Quad Jumper's probably just going to leg it forward with the Trandos, just face plant into it, and just hope to do really quick damage to Luke so he doesn't get a chance to regen. Start of engagement, doing tractor tokens for Uncut.
Now this version of X-Wing 2.0, what we've really noticed is the swing in the points as the game plays. It's almost like goal scoring, where one player will be in the lead on half points, because half points on everything.
John,
yeah.
Can we borrow you for 1 second? There may be.
I'll shut up now and leave you to off.
There may be technical issues that only John can resolve.
Oh, that's not good, sorry. Captain Rex, yes, there is a hell of a lot of difference in the lists in terms of health. However, with Sabine and Luke being super mobile, once they start coming round the back, the Trandos are really going to struggle, and will just very quickly lose their health. The quad jumpers tend to go down fairly quickly if focus, like 2 shots will generally just kill a quad jumper, which will remove that threat. And Kirax are very weird because in terms of stats and points, they should be perfectly fine, but they just always seem to struggle. Even now with their upgrades, they just don't seem to be there, and I have no idea why. So we saw, I think yesterday we only saw one list with Kirax and it had 5 of them, and it was not doing well all day. There we go, so there's the barrel roll, probably evade.
How are you enjoying X-Wing 2.0, Arthur?
Generally not doing well. Last month was a bit strange.
You were shaking at one point.
You were
in
so
second.
This is what happens. This is not how I do things. but I'm finding I'm having a lot more. I've finally kind of hit that point where I'm no longer trying to work off 1.0's upgrades and points and everything. So it's now working off 2.0's upgrades and points.
It's
so that's making it a lot easier.
A while to make the adjustment, I think. Yeah.
And I'm generally finding the biggest problem I have is I don't have enough time to play because I've got like Launch Bay on my phone and I've got so many lists of just weird stuff I want to just give a try and fly out. But now that I haven't got like a mini card folder, it's a lot harder to get lists out, and I don't have time to just get the games in with them.
Yeah, you were playing B rings yesterday, weren't you?
Yes. 2 B wings and ghosts.
I think there's some in the B wings.
The B wings are a lot more viable than they were.
Yeah.
The fact that the main characters for PS4 are only 50 points with a good ability is really makes them able to fit into a list. Maybe only one of them rather than 2 of them and then try to fit something else in. But
and you got collision detector on them, haven't you? Was it collision detector?
Yeah, collision. So I had afterburners at first just to because it was silly and it did work a little bit. Because no one expected 3 straight bendy boost barrel roll focused into range 3. But it doesn't work. Collision detector does work because if you've got enough debris around, you can just focus and then barrel roll onto a debris, and then Tendem's got 2 stress to spend like focus, Braylon's stress to get his re-rolls, and it's nice that they don't really care about being stressed.
Yeah, I mean, I was messing around, and I did play with I think it was a 4 B-wing list with collision detector and afterburners, I think it was, which I thought was quite amusing. It was sort of like a surprise through the asteroids, but I couldn't make it work. I can't make any list work.
You just need,
I need time on the table. I just
you
got
do.
time. Yeah.
Just quad jumpers, cloaking device. You're done.
Yeah. Although a lot of people flying 4-LOM, which
that's make you happy. You love the
G1A. I love the G1A, but I'll have 3 of them off, and that's the problem.
3 might actually work now. You're gonna. We've got our first shots. Justero onto Sabine. Probably not going to do a lot as she's got focus evades and range 3. And evade token just to make it work.
And good morning there to Saiwai
Cyrus.
He's a regular on our stream, so
I'm not, so I don't know this person. Being very lazy. Sabine's going to have a shot at the quad jumper, try and just clear that out of the way. And with 1 less agility because of its uncar, that's actually not so useful for him. That's 2 hits. He gets 2 dice because range 3 still. So already crit on the quad jumper, which is wait for them to show us because that's so he's going to be getting an ion in a minute. So he's going 1 forward next turn. That's not good.
I'm not sure if they've been past the overlay to update it.
We'll see in a minute.
There we go. It's just moved on.
There we go. And there it is.
Disable power regulator.
So now he's going to engage. You'll get a shot to Bean, but he'll also get an ion token. So next turn, 1 forward, which is not going to help his plans. And no shot. So range 3 from the closer Trando. Further Trando is just out of range.
That's 3 hits out of hand.
Focus to...
Oh, no, 2 evades.
1 shield on Sabine.
Oh, that's pretty even trade really so far.
Yeah, although messing with the quad jumpers movement that's gonna suck for Bamford.
The quad jumpers often put in the list just to get in the way quite often.
Yeah, there's a lot of thinking that they're gonna have a bit of a points change because they are absurdly cheap for a very powerful effect and a blocker. So it's 28 points, but you're still 1 blocker, which is good on its own, and you can track to beam things around, which is just insane. Hi, John. No damage from the quad jumper onto Sabine. She just straight up ignored her. So. Just, whoops.
It's how to keep your dial secret. Well done, Ryan.
So I believe Sabine is actually down a shield, but they haven't updated that. So just have to remember that for a moment. I will say that is an awkward thing being on stream. Just
it's distracting, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know, and I get it.
I've been really bad for it because I'm focusing on the game and I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
But there's not really a lot you can do without having someone out there just watching the game and marking stuff. And that's very boring most of the time.
It is really difficult sat back here when the game is out of sight, actually knowing exactly what's going on without them updating that.
It definitely has, yes. He's that one forward is just very upsetting.
Yeah.
And that's also going to mean that the Trando's probably going to be bumping into it again, and that's another ion token. So if Sabine, I think Sabine's going to barrel roll left, get the evade, and then hard to the right. She'll get a side shot on the agility 0 Trando, or try and kill the agility 1 quad jumper even. Just try and get that out of the way entirely. Luke's probably going to go to the right and bank back up. Just keep that range free for himself. Take advantage of that extra die for his force. And Jan's just going to pootle around the rock. Yeah, those Strandos are way too close together.
Yeah, he's kind of trapped himself in position now, hasn't he? It's a sample, a laser cut sample.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's actual engraving.
Got old art cards like that.
Yeah. It's not bad idea.
So it looks like all dials are set. Just wait for Bamford to start shimmying things around. So who did we have on stream yesterday? There was me on the first game. That was just funny.
Yeah. Then it was, I think it was mainly Tim Marston for the rest of the day, to be honest. Yeah, he got up on the stream and then it kind of got stuck there, I think. Yeah, we'll post it on YouTube at some point with time frames for you to be able to skip to the different games and that.
Oh, it's go up as one now.
Sorry?
Let's go up as one game, one thing now.
We do it in two. So the stream usually breaks into morning and afternoon. 2 games in the morning, 3 games in the afternoon. After lunch. The problem is if you actually edit the stream too much on YouTube, you lose the live comments.
Ah.
Yeah, which is a bit.
Okay, so
because obviously the live comments are time frame.
They are.
Yeah. So yeah, I could theoretically take it and cut it up into individual games, but I think there's something about having the live comments. People make the effort to watch the stream.
They should be there.
They should be there. I mean, to be fair, you've got it in the corner anyhow. So.
Okay, so quadruple did its 1 forwards and. Oh, what? 1 forward and focus from the Ion. Trando shot right through, and they're just not even going to try and keep into that pack. Back one's just going to bump into Stero, which is not a bad call.
That's caused him a bit of a problem though, that was one crit card, isn't it?
Oh yes, not being able to shoot forward and eye on Luke. Sabine's getting her barrel roll of 8 and turn in. There's the R2. So that's going to be a nice shot on a tugboat that tractor beamed itself. Unkar is so dangerous. And get a focus for Sabine.
It was the crit on Unkar with the ion really ruined Bamford's day.
I don't think there was much worse he could have had on that particular turn.
No, he was all set up to get his shenanigans off, and then it's like, oh, all I can do is focus.
You know, one forward, nowhere to get to Luke.
Hurt him, it did. It hurt him.
General's just staying back, doesn't need to try too hard. Maybe rotate her toe around so she's got a better arc on Luke. No. Going to focus into an evade with Jin. And then Luke. Supernatural book. Now he can't. If he's going forward, he's going to have to go really forward, otherwise Squad could jump up and again just move forward a bit and tractor beam him. So if he's gone like a free forward, he's going to have to really get close enough to force a bump, as it were. Chaos, yes. So Unka triggers if anyone is touching him at all, and on himself, which, as you've seen on this, has not been particularly helpful. But it is very good if you're not crashing into your own ships. And honestly, it can be worth it if you can crash into your own ship to barrel roll it out the way. Because it's the only way to track your own stuff, really. Other than Sabine on a bomb. Yeah, so there we go. So he could at this point choose to barrel roll or boost either of those two. Yeah, there we go. He's chosen to use the forward tractor beam on Unkar, which looks like it's getting into range 1 of Luke. Which honestly, Luke's going to be firing torps at the Justero, so that's perfectly fine. Although I would not have done that because he was in a good position to do a 2-bank down and just hit Luke with tractor beams with the action. And yeah, he's decided he's going to do the same with Justero, just move it that bit closer. Still going to be range 2. Does it not move?
Has it got a boost?
Well, no, that's looked like it was the tractor beam forward, which still works even if it hits another ship.
Right.
So I'm not sure what that was about. Oh well, I'll ask him after the game.
They seem happy with what they're doing.
Yeah. It's not the most important thing.
Yeah, it's the thing with the...
And we are also only commentary. We are not judges or TOs.
I know when Rasta will sit in this commentary chair, he will jump out and TO.
Or shout at me for not changing the tablet.
yeah. They've called Ash over to TO now, so they've not asked the question about it.
Checking range, if that actually is, it looks like it's just out. Ash is going to be all...
I don't know, because
I think it is in. I think
it's in because they're going on the corners there, but that's not the longest part of the route. Is it?
I think it's kind of resting on the very corner on both sides, so when they're moving it, it's slipping on one of them.
Yeah,
I think we'll see if he's throwing dice. Yeah, yes. So Jan, range 3 on Justero with tractor beam. Not great, 2. That's not bad. And what?
The tractor moving fails if it's not fully executed, isn't it?
No, I thought it was. I could be actually stuck on rule 1.0, but I'm pretty sure it was. You still execute the maneuver, as it were, so you can still push ships into other ships. But we'll have to have a look.
Enigma Wargaming tickets usually go on sale next week, usually on Tuesday night, when we fly X-Wing in store, and they are £10. Second weekend of the month. This is a bit different this month. Oh, that's a good hit from Ryan. Different this month because, of course, Nerf Herder was last week.
Let's look at that rules reference I have to confirm tractor beams.
We're just doing a rules confirmation. And if you do want to support us, you can support us on Twitch by subscribing. If you've got Amazon Prime, you get one subscription.
I do need to do that.
A month.
Oh.
And it only lasts a month. You get it every month, but at the end of the month it comes off. So yeah, you have to keep reapplying it, unfortunately, unless you want to subscribe to us properly.
Yeah, a paid subscription automatically renews, which is very helpful. Hi Ashley, hi, we're doing okay. It's just very early on a Sunday though, so I'm not happy with that.
That's 2 from Ryan. So it's going to be another one.
No, it does not. No, apparently you don't anymore.
So you don't complete the manoeuvre, yeah?
No, tractor beam is not. It says you can move through an overlapping obstacle, but you can't do it to ships anymore.
So you have to complete the manoeuvre to be able to tractor beam them.
Well,
so you can't. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it?
now, to be fair, I think he wanted to do it that way because I think he did want to complete it because he did Uncar first.
Yeah.
Whereas if he'd done Justero first, it was a guaranteed fail. And one dodge. We paid no attention to actually who's shooting who. I think that's the quad into Luke.
To be fair, off on all day yesterday we wandered off the game on the topic of the game.
These were checking rules and stuff. That's it was related.
Yeah, that is related. That is related.
Oh, Justero died and everything. Oh dear. And that I believe is. Oh no, so the first one was a Trando into Luke, and this is Junker into Luke. Junker? Quad jumper, that's the one. And then a Trando range 3 into Luke as well. Pink? Oh dear. That's not good. 2 shields for Luke there.
So Ryan actually in the lead, having sunk a ship at the moment.
Yeah, Justero's dead. And he may have a problem with Luke getting tractor now, because quad jumpers can just do a 1 forward tractor.
Yeah, and it's going to go first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uncouple up, yeah.
This. That's a question of where Luke's planning to be.
Our first catch of the day.
Ah, we've got a result.
Wow.
And
we got
The Wookiee kept Bellamy.
right. So the Wookiee Kev Bellamy. Yep.
Did a win.
He did a win, did he?
He scored 200 points.
Yeah.
And his opponent scored 71.
71. That's
Virgil's son.
Virgil's lad, isn't it? Yeah.
It was indeed. He rolled 16 of 8 dice and got 1 paint.
Really?
It seems he's inherited Virgil's dice.
Oh no.
unless he's so he should play me.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was a shocker, wasn't
That
it?
is a shocker. Yeah.
I guess he's getting payback for yesterday.
Yeah, kept Good win for Kev. He's happy.
He was very unhappy yesterday.
If you're on the stream, give us a shout out. Tell us where you're from. We'd like to know where you're all watching from.
Okay, so Sabine can't barrel roll left. She should be able to fill into the right and then bank up. Oh, that's the seismic. Okay, now she can barrel roll left. Oh no, that's later at closer. Yeah, so she can probably barrel roll right and bank up. Jan will just stick behind her, and Luke, I think, is going to leg it. What? Okay, I guess he's not. Ah, slooping. Okay. I was fully expecting a Luke tractor being there, but apparently not.
Is that seismic in the right place, do you think?
I think it might just clip it.
Gonna clip.
Oh.
In actual fact, it's close to both those asteroids, isn't it? This one down here as well.
Oh, he takes the crit from the debris. Typical. Of the two, I think the top one's just in. The bottom one, I don't think. Well, the stream camera is always hard to judge.
Yeah, I mean, we do get well over the top on our streams, but even so, it's still quite hard to judge.
I guess it's like when you're playing, you're always used to being a lot closer and at your own angle, and you can move around and judge things. Whereas a fixed view from an angle you never look at, it just makes it so much harder to figure out.
Well, you can see it is slightly at an angle because you see more of one side than the other side, aren't you? So.
There's barrel, get the evade, bank in to the face of a Trando. So, he's going to be doing some damage there. But Sabine may not survive after that. That's two very close Trandos ready to have a shot at her. Maybe Luke will be a more tempting target though. Jan's just doing the bank. Yep. Clear of stress, ready to boost Sabine's attack.
Yeah, I know.
Can't we change it?
Not now.
No, but it was.
It has changed now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
She's coming with nothing but problems.
Yeah. I like solutions. What's he contemplating here? Target, like what action he's taking, yeah.
He's going for target lock. He's just going to try and do some crits onto that. Trying to maybe blind pilot so he can't modify. Maybe save Sabine.
That's also awesome, Kai.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's K.
Yeah, K.
Yeah, I was like Chaos. Sneaky.
He's always watching us.
Are you going to be down next week, Kay? Is that 4K?
It is.
Nope, he's just legging it. He's out. Probably focus and get the evade from Jin. Nope.
He's going to boost, so he's been well out of arc.
Oh, wings are closed, okay.
Yeah. You have to work on some stream tokens, I think.
There was an idea with Jeff, I believe.
Yeah, Jeff.
And use R2D2
Hopefully going to do something.
to regen a shield there on Luke as well. Oh, it looks like it did hit the rock. Oh, so Sabine and the Trando are taking one each.
Fortunately, you can't hear Rasta on the stream, I don't think.
And you chose to pick us. That is very kind of you. Oh, hello, Dallas. Dallas Haley. think next turn he's going to be dropping another seismic just so that the Trando has more space to turn around him.
Right, okay.
Just ignoring damage, just try and get some a little bit of space. So this will be Jan into the Trando, and that's a nice. Oh dear. No. Go for the round. No. That looks like it's a crit onto the Trando. Already. Which is. Wounded pilots. That's not awful. They don't tend to get much actions because of all the bumps anyway.
Yeah.
Wounded pilot is if you do an action, you roll a dice on a hit, you take a stress. I believe. Still doing that, trying to remember how to play it. So Jan boosted Sabine's attack, ended up getting. Go for it, do it. Do it. Be brave. I don't think he's going to be brave. No, he's sticking with the 3, but that's still 2 hits in the crit.
Yeah.
Piling into the Trando, and this is why we don't see many of them coming out. And this is a. What crit was that? Not directors. Fuel leak. Well, there's no more ship shooting this turn, so it's not awful. Range 3 onto Luke from the quad.
Let's put Ryan on something 4 points though.
Yes. Pulling it through. And half Sabine is only 20 points. Luke's not done well there. So he's taken just a shield. That's just a shield. That's what R2D2 is for, so good.
So it's three or 4 dice into Sabine.
This will be 4 from.
4,
yeah. Oh dear. It's only 2 results with the focus. And it looks like reroll clocked. It looks like 2 eyeballs, but he's got a focus token, so that's not an issue. Oh, is that a focus evade? Focus evades, that's why.
Yeah.
Still got an evade token for a range 2 shot, so only 3 dice to dodge this time. And no mods on this one at all. Just a crit with the evade token, perfectly fine for Sabine. For Bamford.
Is he getting pwned?
Yeah, he's not getting any damage through. He's got Trandos really close and just getting no damage on Sabine.
Luke's regenning with R2.
So I think this might be a Talon roll from Luke.
And he's got shield upgrade on there as well instead of afterburners. Kind of interesting.
It's paid off. He's just dodged a crit, so. Unfortunately, I don't think Uncar's going to be able to tractor beam. I don't think he's going to quite get the angle with a 1 bank. So Sabine could do a barrel roll of aids into a 4K. Maybe not anymore because he got rid of the rock above. Daniel's probably just go a little bit forward, honestly.
What did Ash say? What did Ash say?
Pwned.
Pwned, yeah.
It is what the youths say.
He likes to think of himself as a youth.
He really is a youth. In an old man's body.
You ever wonder why he smiles at everybody? It's because he doesn't know who they are, because he's blind. He needs to wear glasses.
But that's not cool.
No.
I've got a family member who gets very defensive about wearing glasses. It gets really annoyed when I say that they do. It's this dark secret that they have. It's like, really? I might just have to try hard too and just start turning around. I don't know. No seismic though. Oh. Is he? Yeah, seismic. There we go. He's like, whoops, forgot that. Why is the quad moving first? Oh, it's PS2. Yeah, I thought it was PS3 for some reason.
Yeah, we are. We've got a variety of lists, but we've also got a lot of repetition of Pablo in everything. In fact, we'll stick some stats up in a minute, but Scum and Villainy are today. Yesterday was a bit more variable. Today, Scum and Villainy is the meta.
Yeah, the scene. It was the same at Nerfherder. There was a lot of Scum, and a lot of them were running Pablo and Forlorn, Boba, and some like variation on that list. So
there's a Pablo list that won yesterday. Until somebody finds or discovers a new list off on it happens.
It does, just a nuisance. Yeah, that's going to be a bump into Sabine. You ain't fitting there. Oh no, there's a bump into a quad. Nothing's going on.
It's not going anywhere.
Which is actually going to pay off, because I think Sabine's now stuck. She can barrel roll, but she ain't getting her evade. Unless she's doing a blue afterwards.
He's working hard for 40 points.
Sabine is one of the most efficient 40 points.
Yeah.
She's absurdly good for a points cost, which is good and bad, because it means she's in a lot of rebel lists now.
A cup of tea off on.
Yeah, go on.
We drink tea here.
Yeah, like sensible people.
So I'm not allowed to tell Ash I'm drinking tea.
Is it because it's not coffee?
Yeah, he says it's an old lady's drink. And then accuses me of being an old lady.
I wouldn't trust what Ash thinks on things like that. Well, Sabine didn't need. Looks like she's probably not going to need that evade, because she's only got a quad jumper to shoot her there, and I think that's going to be range 2 anyway. Jan's dodging the bump.
Say sugar.
Sorry?
Say sugar.
No. Not anymore.
Don't need sugar in tea. Anybody put sugar in tea, it's wrong.
I think Ryan's probably going to have to change his arc, because that looks like he. Again, we're always going to be a little bit iffy on viewpoints, but that does look like his front arc isn't catching it. So. Oh no, he's gone for a boost instead. Just get out of the arc he's in. Which is fair enough. Fit underneath that Trando wing. So he'll take stress, but he's got focus, battery ready to go for that shot he is going to take. Has put him into arc with the quad jump, so that's another shot he is going to take still. Thank you kindly. And then Super Luke is barrel roll, and I think a Talon roll. So it's looking quite bad for Bamford right now. So if that is a Talon roll, yeah, that's gonna be a dead Trando. And that's a bunch of friendly damage he's doing with the seismic. That's not going to hit any of Ryan's stuff.
He's actually angled his ship.
He's definitely stressed. We can definitely see that. Okay, so tractor beams onto tractor beam onto the Trando and Unkar again. I don't think Unkar was a good choice on this. Oh, okay. Unkar's going to now push himself out of Sabina's arc and get a little bit closer. That might be a range one now. So seismic goes off.
Hello. Number 2.
It's coffee.
Is he drinking tea?
I've heard it was cough tea.
Cough tea.
Cough tea.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
It's a new drink.
Yeah.
It was like drinking
It's disgusting.
tea.
It's rank. Lee Taylor.
Yeah.
Playing John Smalley.
Lee.
Yeah.
By what points?
I'm going to guess 200 to... How long we in? 45 minutes. About 80ish.
200-0 to Lee.
Oh, Smalley.
That was his 6th game of 2.0.
Yeah, he has been away a while.
Yeah. It's been very busy going.
Oh boy. Yeah, there's Luke powering into the Trando. Oh dear.
Mr. Sharpe doing really well.
Yeah. Bringing a sensible list.
Doing really badly.
Well, that initial crit.
Yeah. It was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, but especially when you've got Unkar in there doing his thing, his linchpin ability to like take such control and hand out all them tokens and whatever else, and just be a nuisance. Then it's like, I know exactly where he's going.
Yeah.
Doing anything.
Yeah. No, we won't have that.
Yeah. Sabine kills off the other Trando.
Ooh.
Well, kills off the first Trando even. Oh dear. So that's a lot of Bamford's list for half of Sabine so far. Nearly half of Luke.
So 105 points to Ryan Sharpe at the moment.
Range 1 on Sabine, so he could get a little bit more on her. She's got no tokens, and he's got focus, so... Oh, that's free, so he's getting something through. Oh, that's it. Sabine's out.
Okay.
They're not the best trade, 105 to 40, but... yeah. So now, here's the thing. Unkar's not stressed, so he can do a nice free bank and tractor beam Luke. And the Trando's just going to hard to back in. Probably get a nice shot onto Luke as well. And then Jan's got a bit of work to do. She's just in the way at the moment. And stressed. Three hits from the Trando.
Oh, it's a blank.
Oh, that's a lot of blanks on Luke, I think.
Wow.
Oh. It is on. Yeah, that's Luke. Oh. One health Luke. Well, there's some points back.
How quickly things can turn.
Yeah.
I can't believe he blanked all that.
This is why she takes stuff that doesn't need agility for defence.
That's what I mean about the points in 2.0. They just slide backwards and forwards all the time.
Well, not spikes. A lot of very valuable ships at very low hit of health.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what ship it was. We had one on the board yesterday. It was a 135 point build ship.
Ah, that was the first game. Tim Reed's Han Solo with Luke Gunner.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was like, I can't fit anything else in. Yeah, because you got Luke Gunner.
It's like 30 point upgrade.
I'd say it paid off. It did do work that game, but not 30 points worth of work. Considering that a quadrump is less than Luke.
More results coming in.
Matthew Wilson.
Matthew Wilson. Find it on my list.
There.
There we are. Yep.
200 to Matthew.
Yep.
Liam.
72 to Liam.
Poor Liam.
I thought early on yesterday that Liam had found a new OP cube to the fact of where he could just fly across rocks and still manage to roll dice and hurt people like he used to do when he did so well. But yeah, he's been pulled apart.
He's
Last couple of new games.
He's lost his magic dice.
Oh, he hasn't. His dice are still ridiculous. At one point yesterday, he rolled 6 of 8 dice in 2s, so like he was getting shot at. Double evade, double evade, double evade.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
But this game's taken a bit of a turn because Luke's on one hull.
Never give up on Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Never expect Luke to dodge anything. And that's still near full health turn though.
I mean, if Luke goes out, does the Mouldy Crow hold the firepower to do what he needs to?
With the turret, it's got a chance because it can just. And now it's going to be tracted.
Yeah.
I think Bam Bam's going to say, "No, you stay where you are because you're in nice range one shot of. You're blocking Luke and you're in nice range one of the Trando.
Yeah.
So Ungar can shoot Luke at -1 agility.
Just leaving the templates in at the moment. Though.
Yeah, not worth moving it. Luke's. Where's it gone? 4K? Oh no, stress. He can't do that. 4 straight. Oh dear. Can't supernatural because of the stress. Oh, he's bumped into. Oh no. Okay, so he's used. So he's used R2D2, so he's regen the shield.
The feedback array will come in here, won't it?
Because the feedback array is going to do a damage, which get rid of the shield. But I think that does mean that he's not getting shot by the. Yeah, he's not getting shot by the quad. So he's actually going to live on 1 health.
He's going to carry on.
But Jan is probably not going to come out of this very well.
Yeah.
Range 1 from John.
And Ryan's got no shots on anything.
Nope. Alex versus Josh Thompson.
Josh
Thompson.
Yeah.
Alex wins 200 to 129. Warlords getting a beating.
Yeah.
By Warlords. Is Alex using the same list as yesterday?
Yeah. He was going to change it, and then
I know he didn't do very well yesterday.
No, he didn't. Oh no, he had a few shockers. Yeah.
Oh. So he's tractor beamed Jan out the way, and he's tractor beamed Unkar in the way, so now he can get a shot.
Wow.
And if Unkar fails, he can still choose to do a damage with feedback array.
Have they actually done anything with feedback array yet?
Not yet. They've not touched it on themselves so far. So Luke just took a hit. So that's the shield gone. And so yeah, I think he's just going to go feedback array, kill off Luke. Rather than take a shot at Jan.
Yeah, well, wouldn't
kill
you?
Luke.
Just kill Luke.
Oh dear. So yes, we were paying no attention, then saw it happen. And it's like, oh no. Oh, poor Ryan. Yeah, maybe we should have Sidewind here. He can call the shots.
Well, he's doing a great job on the stream, so.
Now Jan is. So Jan is probably going to get tractors because he's just 1 bank tractor.
I think Bam Bam's got this in the bag.
I think he has. Oh dear. It was looking so good for Ryan as well.
It was.
So he brought a reasonably sensible list, and it just Bam got him.
And that feedback array's really paid off in the end. So what's the Mouldy Crow got to do? So Bam Bam's in the lead on points. There's 20 minutes left.
So the Mouldy Crow needs to turn down, basically hard to its right.
Yeah.
Is it? No. Yes, right. And rotate the turret in.
Well, if he takes half points on the Houndstooth, he's still behind.
If he
on
kills
points, it'll be 1 point behind.
Really?
So he's got a. If he takes Unkar,
he'll still be behind because the
he'll still be behind. So he's got to kill the Houndstooth.
No, how many points is
33?
How many points is the list?
138. Oh no, it'd be 1 point in the lead if he takes Unkar.
Because I think Bamford's at 200.
Yeah.
And Ryan's got a 3-point bid.
Oh, is he? Okay.
So if he kills Unkar, he'll be winning.
Yeah, by a point. Yeah, if he half points the Houndstooth, he's losing by a point.
So he needs to kill Unkar. He needs to rotate his turret now.
Yeah.
No, he's just going to get evade. What are you doing?
This is where you.
Oh, he can't. Yeah, there we go. So he's doing a focus into rotate turret and change the focus to an evade. I forgot it's got a linked action. Oh, thank you. I say thank you. I have nothing to do with this. Okay, so what can we do to the quad? I'm assuming he's going for the quad. I'm seeing paint. Lots of paint. Ooh, that's gonna get at least one crit.
Fade, so that's...
And Duke, so that's hit 2 crits. This could kill the quad right now. It's looking. I can't tell. He's got something. I don't know. He's trying to focus to do that, but obviously well worth it. Disable power regulator as one of them, so you'll get an ion, so he's going 1 forward next turn. Range 2 from an actionless Trander. So 2 hits. Yeah, I should dodge that.
That's one shield.
Takes 1 with uses evade to dodge to change it to an evade. Which is fair enough, he's going to lose it anyway. So now, if the Hawk hard 2s again. Oh no, he can't do that. He's going to have to 1 bank because he needs to clear his stress.
Ask her to update the overlay.
If he does a 1 bank and then he can boost if he needs the arc better, or he can just go for another focus into an evade if he's going to get shots. Luckily, going last, he can change it based on what he needs. Trando's just going to hard 2 down. Unkar's going 1 forward because of the ion.
There we go. Half points on Unkar there. Hull breach.
Hull breach. So it was hull breach into ion regulator, which is just now flipped down.
Yeah. So it's 122 to 137.
Ooh.
Oh, and the shield gone off the Trando then. So they hadn't updated the Trando quite.
I think they forgot to do it earlier with the feedback array.
Yeah.
Because of the damage itself as well.
Tight game.
18 minutes. With Unkar only able to go 1 forward focus. If Giant can get a good shot with a 2 attack turret, then that will be enough. But it's going to be probably range 3 and it's going to have 3 dice. So she'll probably focus into evade to get the Duke. No point because he'll have focus anyway.
It's going 4.
Just focus, that's all you can do after Ion. Trando has gone, yeah, there's the hard 2 into a bump. So if Jan can't clear far enough around, then the Trando will get a shot. But I think she is going to do either a 1 bank which will let her boost around, or a hard 2 which will be enough to get around. So the Trando shouldn't have a shot. There's the 1 bank.
And all Ryan's got to do now is
kill Unkar.
Is keep out of the way, keep behind the Houndstooth, and he's.
Yeah, it's the biggest downside is they just cannot turn around. He's going for the target lock. He's playing brave.
Wow.
Well, it's an actionless 4 dice attack, so he should be fine. Range 2 attack, so 2 on 2. Looks like 2 hits on him. Oh, is it?
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure why he wouldn't have moved out of the way. Maybe he doesn't know what the points are quite. But he's got the overlay straight in front of him.
He's spending their focus to go for the 2 hits. Oh dear. Oh yeah. And that looks like 1's gone through. Oh no, focus.
No, focus. I feel that was his one chance there.
I think that should have been a boost or.
I'm really frustrating.
Oh no! Just evade and that's
Pass me
it.
the large double Keyforge mat up there.
Yeah.
Got someone coming to pick it up.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And that was another hit from the Trando into Jan. One more, he'll get half points, and that will make it just near impossible for him then. Jan needs the hard 2 now. Needs the hard 2 to start coming round.
Yeah, Ryan needs to play the points game, doesn't
points?
He? Yeah, points. Scores on door.
Nick Bond.
Lose. No?
Jamie's running a different list.
Oh, Jamie!
Yeah. Jamie scores 98.
Oh, 900. Wow, that's good over there.
Smash him.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Damn it, Jamie, you were doing so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to stun 1 bank. Probably target lock because he knows he's not going to get a shot this turn. Yep. Jan's going to hard 2. Yep. And
Right, call it off on. Who's winning this one?
honestly, I think Bamford now after that turn.
Do you think so? I think he's going to struggle to get guns on. Oncar's got 1 pull.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Is he was either going to hard 2, keep the stress because he already had focus, so he wasn't in dire needs of tokens, and it would have kept him out of arc, or 1 bank, see what's happening, and then either token up or boost depending on what needed to be done. But he just decided to stay there.
That's 2.
2 onto Uncar, who has only got 1 hole.
He's got 4 dice.
Oh, that looked like a lot of focus.
Oh.
No, it's all of 8. Oh dear. But now it's the
shots back.
Thing back.
Shots back.
Yeah.
No, out of arc.
So Jan's now going to 1 bank. Uncar might. No, Uncar shouldn't be able to get a tractor beam onto it. Shouldn't be able to. I don't think. Because he can 1 bank, but that shouldn't get the range.
What range does it need to be?
Range 1.
Is it just range 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's way too good for range 2. Oh, and that's just going to go for the block. Is that? Oh dear. That might still be out of range 1. But that did not know that was a blue.
We need to see him.
It looks like he said he's decided it's out of range 1. Which means Jan can just go 1 forward, 1 bank, get a nice, very nice shot onto it. And
yeah, the players can see the points if they choose to look.
Yeah, there's a tablet right next to the table, which is so they're updating all the health values for us.
Yeah, and the game is streaming to the monitor out there as well.
Oh yes, it's up on just above them.
Yeah, it's just above them.
There's plenty of options to see. So I think she'll trust target lock.
Whether they've actually chosen to look, I sometimes feel that the players haven't actually decided to look, but or haven't made the effort.
I did near the end of my game yesterday just to try and figure out like if it was viable. Spend it. 2 damage. So I get 2 results. Oh, and that's a blank. That's a dead quad. So now Ryan, I believe, is in the lead. Oh, it takes into account the bid as well. That's good. Yeah, makes sense. So once they've shown that Uncars load, we'll see how many points Ryan has, and I think he should be at 138. Because I can't remember if Bamford had a bit the bid or not. So yes, it does show the points. Yeah, because I was using it yesterday and I could see how many points things were and how many points I had, and it let me see how. It let me kind of choose my target to see what I ought to go for.
I think you're very close. They are both very tense out there.
Yeah, Bamford. Yeah, so Bamford has no bid at all. So that's 1 point in it.
So there's 1 point in this now, and 10 minutes to go.
And there's only 1 health left on Jan before she gives half points. So looks like she's going to be running, and that's great for the Trando.
It's hard to stay out of the way of that 180-degree arc, though, isn't it?
So, and now no matter where she goes, the Trando's going to be able to follow up. So I think she's just going to go for another focus, but she might go. She's going to go into an evade as well. Yeah. Bearing in mind the Trando also has that target lock from earlier, and she turned it into evade with Jin.
Have you seen the points on this?
It's a crazy game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ryan's in the lead again.
Yeah,
by a point.
By a point. But he ain't gonna last.
1 health on Jan until half points.
Yeah.
So it's like. Oh.
And that Trando's chucking dice.
Yeah.
Right, gentlemen, another score. Would you like to know?
Nah, you're right. Who have we got?
Weekend Warlords Store champion and latest member of the Veterans Club, Tim Marsden.
Yeah.
Playing the Frenchman, David Applebeth.
I've got a horrible feeling it's.
It was 200 to Tim, but 139 to French, and French played a blinder, Tim said. He's a very good player.
He has been playing really, really well.
Very well, he did. I mean, that's a harsh matchup.
2 crits onto the Trando.
Jesus.
And he blinded, Hold reach, anything like that?
Oh.
Direct hit.
Oh.
Was that fuel leak?
Blah, 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 blah,
Something like that. Fuel leak or direct? Yeah, fuel leak.
Must have been fuel.
Or was that hold reach? I can't see. What have they got? Oh, we'll see what. There must have been a fuel leak, so yeah, we'll see what they've got now. Damage engine. Oh, that's gonna suck. And hold reach.
And he's just scored half points on it.
Oh.
But if he,
that was huge.
Oh dear. So if he gets half points, he's still going to be behind on Jan. Oh, so he's got to kill Jan to have a chance now. Yeah, Dallas. The Trando is very fast. They can turn. It can do nice big swoops, but as soon as they are behind it, it cannot get away. It cannot get away, and Jan is going to be taking a crit from the looks of it.
Lots of evade there.
Oh, evade and focus evade. Yeah, he's going to need to do. He's got to spend. Oh wait, no, he spent the focus on the attack.
Yeah.
That's a crit, which is half points and
I'm back.
What's the crit? Yeah,
what's the crit?
Yeah. Bamford's got to kill it to get the win now.
Oh my God, yeah, because he got half points. That took him 167. Yeah.
167, 169.
Oh my days!
Because the Trando is 2 points more.
Another score.
Go on then.
UK national champion Luke Fisher Townsend.
Yeah.
Won 200 to 141. Solid room
a lot
today.
Of closer games.
Yeah. A good room today, man. As I walked in and people were coming in and giving me lists, well, not lists, but signing in today, I was like, I don't want to be playing it here today.
How's the Rasta game looking?
I'm not had luck. Well, I've been up once.
What's he done here?
The Trando's turned in that way. One forward. Okay, he's playing brave. Okay. I'm guessing he's just gonna hope for that whole breach to pay off. Because if he can then.
This is all down to the dice.
Yeah. And the Trando has more. Oh no, they've got the same. Well, they have got target lock. If
But Ryan threw 4 dice at it, well 3, and then it you know.
If Jan gets target locks, they're most likely to get damage through. If he gets a focus, it gives him some defense option. I would not go for an evade at this point because
it's been a brutal
too
game.
many dice coming. I think he just needs to try and maximise damage and hope to get some crits that'll take that 5 health down. No, he's gone for the focus. So, yeah, offensive option. And
Ryan to shoot first, yeah.
Oh boy, I'm nervous. Why is he only doing 3? Has he got weapons failure and he's not putting
Yeah, must have.
Must be, and that's why he's not.
So,
that
yeah,
like
his weapons phase just popped up there.
Okay. So, no crits.
So
oh, wait, no, 3 crits because it's Hull Breach. So, it's 2 crits getting through. Blinded Pilot would be very useful right now, as would be direct hits, anything like that. Okay. Looks like Ion Regulator.
Weapons failure.
Oh, that's interesting. And
structural damage.
That's going to hurt next turn, but he's still fine. So he's down to 3 dice now. Oh, they're both limping.
Oh no.
Oh, that looks like a focus result.
Oh!
So that's a crit getting through, and that's game.
That's game!
Oh, what a game!
Oh, Bamford
well
took
done,
it.
Bamford. 200 to 169.
Good game.
It's just below. There it is. 200 to Bamford.
And I have another list, another score for you, gentlemen.
To 169.
Yeah, very well played, Orion.
Yeah, yeah.
And Bamford. My God.
What a
Okay,
game.
Lewis Witham versus Josh Ince.
Oh. I'm guessing Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah.
200 to 58.
58. Cool. Right, guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to put you over to our logo, and we'll catch you in probably about 10-15 minutes time. But we'll keep the stream going until lunchtime, so stay tuned.
Bye.
Hi guys, we're back with me and Arfon.
Hello. That was a good time.
And we're going to play another game of X-Wing.
And yes, we're going to Let's X-Wing, as the kids say. So we are back with round 2 of our Sunday November tournament, and we have on stream Lewis and Luke. And
Luke Townsend, UK champion. Let's take a
yes,
look at his
UK
list
national
then.
champion. So we have got a Jakku gun runner naked, so just same as last time, just well cheaper than last time because that was on car. Just a very cheap, very effective PS1 blocker. We have got Pablo or Pablo.
Pablo.
Yeah, who, if you haven't seen him yet, you will, because he's everywhere.
He's in so many lists at the moment, it's ridiculous.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's got the Gambit, which is new, which gives you a red evade action, and if you do a red evade action close to a rock, it's white, and that also works with any other red evade you have. So if you link into a red evade, then that turns white as well. That's interesting. I don't know why he's gone for that. I'll have to ask him later. Mulder Crow title to given the 3 dice out the front and keep hold of any focus that he steals. Then he's got Forlorn, again another one that's around a lot, with advanced sensors and the Mist Hunter title. So advanced sensors, same as it used to be, do an action before you move, but now you can't do anything else. And Mist Hunter title, which gives you, I believe, barrel roll and lets you equip a cannon. I cannot remember. I should know, because again, there's another one that seems to be everywhere at the moment. I did not know that. I like that. So apparently Palob is actually an acronym. Not an acronym. Is it an acronym?
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's not an acronym. Because it's anagram.
Anagram.
Of
Yeah.
Pablo Hidalgo. Which is quite funny. So Mist Hunter adds the barrel roll action and a cannon slot, which usually something like tractor beam. And lastly, Luke has Cavill, who is +1 dice when shooting out of arc, I believe. Yes. Oh no, actually no, it's just non-primary, so he can still do a turret attack forwards and get the bonus dice. Dorsal turret, 2 proton torps. Just the proton torps. Han Solo gunner, and that's something I've been seeing recently as well, because it is a counter for Pablo, who because Pablo steals at the start of engagement and Han doesn't trigger until that's wrong Han.
Wrong Han.
That's Rebel Han. Because Han doesn't trigger until you engage. It means you can guarantee you're going to get yourself a nice focus token to mod your shots with. And lastly, Arthur Astromech, just to make those turns, the 1 and 2 speeds, a lot easier. Don't worry, sorry, it took me a while to remember which one it was. Right, and on the other side, Lewis is flying a mini Rebel Swarm. So this Raster flew this a little while. It's a full-on super duper Luke, because this Luke is an X-Wing that costs 99 points. So you got your supernatural reflexes that you spend force to do boost or barrel roll before moving, very useful. Proton torps for that damage spike, R2D2 Astromech to get that bit of regen when you know you're not going to be able to get a shot anyway. Afterburners to really just move around. And lastly, just Servo Motor title, which just lets you gain boost on your action bar at the cost of attack when you want, really. And 4 just standard Zeds, pilot skill 1, 2-2, 2-2.
Yeah, there's not much to say about that, really. Although there's a barrel roll in there now from 1.0, isn't there? So
yes, because they didn't have that before, and that makes them really useful as blockers again.
Yeah.
They used to be supplanted by A-Wings, and honestly the A-Wings are probably still the better blocker. But for a little bit cheaper, being able to have the Z and still get a reposition to really get the block is very nice. It's already moving around slowly.
It's the T-urn. It kicks in. It always surprises us.
So Luke's already launching forwards, and what is? I have no idea what that token's meant to be. I guess that'll be a closed wing token.
Servo motors, yeah.
So that'll be 2 dice attack and red and boost. Okay, that's like, what is that?
So it's basically no, I'm good, thanks.
So he's probably going to be turning all of those Zs in. Let's see what their dial is. I think they can do a hard 3 now. Yeah, so they can do a hard 3, they can do a hard 2. I think, oh no, maybe a 4K?
It's going to be a little while before we get an engagement here, I think. Let's just look at a few stats. That's faction breakdown for the day.
I'm so glad with the redo of the whole X-Wing 2.0, get rid of that whole scum being amazing all the time.
Yeah.
God, that's been fixed.
Yeah. Let's see if we can bring you some standings.
How do we do that? Ah.
There we go.
They're not showing the numbers, are they?
Not showing the numbers. Let's see if we can show the numbers.
But seeing Lee Taylor as the only person who got 200 being top is very, very nice.
There we go. Some actual numbers. That's a bit more useful.
See if you can spot your favourite player. Oh, just keep going. Just wait for it. Oh, there's little Liam.
Steve Theobald, who was commentating yesterday.
Oh, smelly.
Lee Taylor doing very well. Was the only player to do a 200 0 in that last
He was
round.
the only one to go 0 points.
Yeah. OJ Hemmings did as well.
Did he?
Yeah, Rasta beat him 33 0.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Which actually I think is kind of a weird thing. But
yeah, because Rasta didn't get many points off him. He actually did better.
Yeah.
But yeah, because Smalley's not been around for a while. I think he's only like 5th, 6th game was yet last game. So it's unfortunately going to happen when you've been away for a while and. Classic Rebel being very slow start.
So Luke Townsend's joined the Weekend Warlords team, I believe, at the moment. Lewis is one of the Just Play.
So he's a Harlequin.
Harlequin.
He is full on Warlords as well.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't want to take Lee Dalton's being the only bounty hunter away from him. He's very proud of that. But yeah, we spread out a lot further with members recently. So we've got people from the north like Lewis, people out from like Milton Keynes, down to London. So it's quite a large catchment area of Warlords now.
Yeah,
which is weird. Very slow, cautious starts, which it's fair because Luke's stuff none of it's particularly high agility. Like the highest he's got is 2 on Jan and the gun runner. The others are on 1. So even though it's only 2 dice attacks, they're still going to be taking a pounding from them. But if he goes for tries to deal with that swarm, he's got Luke coming in from the side, and that's just
it's
going to be difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Lewis is just baiting it on this top end of this table.
It's looking like Luke's going to try and go down for Luke. Luke's going to go for Luke, while he's on his own, and while they have to start coming, it's going to take him a little bit of time to come back around with the Zeds. Or not. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just moving everything because I don't think there's going to be engagement unless Luke's charged in, but I wouldn't have thought so.
No, that'll be a 1 forward.
Yeah. Oh, somebody kicking our stand.
Yeah, it's really hard to dodge those gigantic black metal poles.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 bank. Yeah, Luke's just barreled side, come back in a little bit, just barely moving.
Has Cavill moved? I didn't see Cavill move.
Yeah, Cavill 1 banked down.
Yeah,
I don't know what to go for, honestly. I think at this point he's got to commit very quickly to something, but it's looking like he's going to be committing to the Zeds. To me, anyway.
I don't know, Lewis got to be a bit careful here because he's almost in range of Cavill if Cavill darts forward.
And then it's a Y-wing.
Yeah, it's true enough.
4 forward is red for them.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not good. And unlike Rebels, yet they haven't really got a way to get rid of stress. Vorlom's the only thing they've got that does that.
Right.
And he's very selfish.
We've seen this scum list, loads now. Pablo, Vorlom, Jacko Gunrunner, Cavill.
Sometimes Boba shoved in instead of one of them, but yeah, it's generally a bit dull for me. Luckily, I don't do very well, so I don't go to the top tables where they generally hang around.
I mean, it's kind of nice because it does a bit of everything. It is almost janky in a way.
But jank kind of stops being jank when everyone's using it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's a bit weird, but it's just a case of it becomes normal, as opposed to just something weird.
So
it's like 4-ship Rebels was janky for a little bit, and then everyone was using it, and it just became dull.
Yeah.
So Zeds are all going to 1 bank focus. Pablo's just going to 1 bank focus. Just keeping his scum all grouped together nicely. Vance has a barrel roll, and then probably just 1 forward, bump into the gun runner. Just keep everything moving very slowly and tight together.
So positioning wise at the moment, Lewis is in 3rd place and Luke Townsend in 11th, but only 1 game played, so that's only MOV separating them.
Decent seconds. Okay, so Luke's probably going to 2 bank. Maybe 3 bank? No, I think. Oh no, just 1 forward. Taking it very slow yet again. It does mean next turn he can supernatural barrel roll either left or right, depending on what he wants to do. And it'll probably be a 3 forward after that. Be no combat this turn. But next turn we're starting to get the point. So the gun runner could do it 2 bank, which I from last game looked to be blue.
Yeah. Luke passed the stress off from fall on there onto the gun runner.
And gonna 2 bank down, and then he won't cause problems for Luke yet, but he's starting to get to the point where Luke's gonna have to be very cautious of where that gun runner's gonna be. All these cautious players spending ages checking their dials, double checking their dials,
and picking the same manoeuvre they started with. Yeah, alright.
Gotta be brave. Precaution to the winds. Just rush in there. Hope for the best. I think they're finally done. There's that 2 back, clear the stress, and he's just going to focus, and that means he's got a good chance of catching Luke next turn, throwing him onto a rock. Zed's going to zoom in, 3 banks. I think he might try for target locks so that there's nothing for Pablo to steal. Yeah, there we go.
These back 2 Zeds aren't going to be in range, I wouldn't have thought.
Do not know. I think they might be. We'll test the first one and see how close that is. Yeah, so the first one is, the second one won't be, you know, so he'll I think he might not bother focusing, honestly. Just again, so there's nothing to be stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just attempting target lock, which might... No, that's just out. Pablo is lit up quite heavily. So I'm thinking he might have gone... No, he's just zero stopped. Staying where he is.
And that's why I didn't do well at cinema.
Fall on, just gonna slowly go. Oh, no, not slow.
Oh, he's bumped.
Nah, it's not an issue. He wasn't going to have tokens or anything. But if Luke gets too close with a free forward now, he's going to be getting stressed from fall on, which would be very bad. Oh, and Caval's come down. Right, he's settled on Luke. That's what he's going to go for. Turret on Caval is pointing away from the Zeds, so I don't think he's going to spend an action rotating it. It's going to be too far for a target lock. Yeah. So that's his action wasted, sadly. Oh, I suppose, yeah, he can choose to just take it on his head just because. Why not?
Why not?
Right, and now Super Luke. Sneaky James.
So
yeah, go for it. Alright, now Lewis has to commit because he's going to be barrel rolling, and then he's going to be, I think, a 3 forwards. At which point, I would go with the left because that gives him most space to work with later. He'll be too close for the jumper to get a tractor beam onto him, and then he can just free bank behind everything, and suddenly he's got a much better time of it. He'll be right behind Pablo, and won't need to you can use force rather than focuses. Yep, he's gone for the left. How fast has he gone? Oh. He is gone. So, that's fast. It is a free. Oh dear, that looks like it's not fast enough. This quad jumper next to him can do a 1 forwards and tractor beam him. And his wings are closed, so his primary is down to 2 attack. He's not going to fit a boost in, so I think he might just target off the quad and hope he's at range 2. Because he's also going to be getting a stress from Forlom at the end of this. Oh, no, just throw cavalry around, it's fine. Yeah, I think it's going to be target lock, but yeah, oh, he's gone for caval, because that's definitely going to be torpedo range. Range 3. Yeah, that jumper was at range 1, so he was always going to be losing. So hand gunner. Luke's taking some damage from the looks of it. Can you remind him about dice on the lines?
Put the dice on the lines, Ash.
Yes, I'm on it.
Yeah, thank you. It looks like nothing happened there, but that's a talk from Luke into Cavill. 1 die, which there you go. So he spent the focus to dodge. Did he spend focus? There we go. Oh, yeah. I think he spent it to dodge, so he's taken the crits on the shields. So my, that's painful. But now Luke's going to be taking fire with no tokens from range 1 ships. That's 7 dice coming his way. All looking good for Forlom. Not so good for Luke. That's for 2 through. Yeah. Spent force to do that. Moldy Crow into the Zeds, and nothing happens. Yeah. And that's going to be 3 Zeds having a range shot with target locks onto Palo. Then around is done 2 to Luke, which is not going to stick.
So I'm not sure how well the players have been coached on using the overlay here. They're still shooting, so
yeah, they might do it afterwards.
Yeah.
So nothing from the first Z into Halo. Oh, the second.
There's got to be something. Yeah,
that's 1 through. And then last one. Oh, that's a crit on Palo. Do I? It's a crit on something. Yeah. Alright, so 2 of 8, so nothing's going to hit with that one. Last one. No, that's it. And then Luke gets a stress. Right, I'm going to quickly ask them to update the app. Yep. Ooh, I'll knock everything over while I do it. Need a handle on the inside.
Yeah.
There we go. So it looks like the Zeds were shooting at Cavill, not Palov.
Ah.
So Cavill now has a weapons failure. Oh, and Silo spotted it. Damn it. Really?
Yeah, no Facebook, I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, I haven't got space for that many people. I suppose if that many come, you can hire something.
Just play on the floor.
Yeah, there's space.
It'd just be like being at home.
So Lucas stress, which means no shenanigans. Quad jumper's going to just move forward, barrel roll him onto that rock most likely. Which may not help too much because I don't think he's going to be able to clip it again going back over. I think he's too far forward for that. But, you know, nice chance to get a little bit more damage onto Luke. Full alarm, I think, might just zero stop because they now have a zero stop, I believe. Do they? Let's find out. Yes, they do. Full could just stay there, ready to shoot Luke when Luke gets thrown to the right. And with advanced sensors, it means he can get a target lock. Quad jumper is just going to be in the way and throwing it. Cavill, I think, might. I don't know. What Cavill? I think he might just bank in and get a shot on Luke at range 1 with his turret rather than and just try and get some damage on Luke before he gets shot by the Zeds. Pablo is probably just going to go straight forward and get around the Zeds because they're going to be focused on trying to kill Cavill.
Lewis in the lead on points. He's got half points on Cavill, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if Luke goes down, that's going to be a hell of a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the one forward. Tractor beam. And by being one less agility as well is not going to help Luke. I've got to start calling him fishy rather than Luke. It's going to get really confusing. And that looks like paint. Oh, it's a crit as well. He's got no shields. Oh, it's a non-fixable crit.
So Luke's actually on 3 hull here now.
He's got 3 stress tokens. What have I missed there?
Did Forlorn manage to pass one off?
He passed one off, but I don't know why there's 3 there. Oh, panic pilot. That'll be why.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it! Why am I even here?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so slow at this.
Somebody's certainly on the ball on the stream.
I'm going to blame the players for not putting it on the system. Not making my job easier. Yeah, straightforward. The Hawk, free forward is clear stress, and honestly, I think he's just going to boost. Get out the arc of them all.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Giving a Hawk a boost. Crazy person. No. What?
Stealing tokens, aren't he? No.
Oh, he's jamming. He's jamming the target lock off. So he's just going to be brave. Who's that? Cavill has not moved yet, I don't believe. And neither has Forlorn. So I think Forlorn's just going to be target lock and then 0 stop. Yep. Oh, and because he did run maneuver, he gets calculated as well. Cavill is in there, so he's going to be blocking Luke going to the right, and with his arc pointed in the right direction as well. And he takes no damage from the debris. Right, Luke, where have you gone? 2 forwards won't clear the quad. 2 bank would, but that would just probably bump him into Cavill. So there's not really any way he can go that's going to clear stress. 4 forward might help. Oh no, he's gone for the 2 forward. Oh yeah, we will clear. Why am I thinking it won't? So there's 1 stress gone. Oh, Luke's going to have a bad time.
Yeah, he's not got arc on anything. He's
got no arc. He's got no
so
options. He's range 1 of 2 people, and he's at 1 agility.
Has he got arc on Pablo?
Oh, he might. He might, but yeah, Cavill's going to shoot first as well. So dorsal turret, which gives +1 for being out of arc, but -1 for weapons malfunction. Gets 2. So he's getting 1 through. And dodges 1.
So he's down to 2 hull.
I think he regened with R2D2, which is what that actual token was, so disarm. And target lock from, oh, that looks like 4 hits from Forlorn. Oh, well, that looks like a dead Luke. Yeah. Ouch.
So that's a big chunk gone.
Yeah, that's Luke gone. So Cavill is going to die to Zeds. That's happening now. Pablo will get to shoot 1 first. And
it's just 4 dice.
Yep, range 1 primary. So the back, top right Z at the back.
We also have 4 hits.
Oh dear. That looks like 1 focus dot. I think that's a dead Z. Because he stole the focus. Oh shit. Oh my. Oh, wow. This has suddenly gone very, very not good for Lewis. Oh dear. So yeah, he's going to kill Cavill. That's almost certainly happening. But then and then the quad jumper's not in a great position. Forlorn is probably just going to want barrel roll, stop, get a calculate. So he's back in front of the Zeds. He can take a pound in, he'll be fine. 1 hit on Cavill, which dodges. Next one, if it even has arc. I don't think it does. I think it's got to go for Forlorn. Oh, no.
No, you shouldn't shoot your face. Sour Ceris. No, you commentate on the stream and
No,
keep,
no, God, no.
no, don't. We're relying on you.
You're telling us what's going on.
Don't be quiet, please.
I'm just annoyed at myself because it takes way too long to figure out what's actually happening on stream.
Yeah.
So that looks like a little bit of damage on Forlorn from Zed, and then the last Zed through a rock. Not going to do a lot. Okay, so that's Cavill. Not looking amazing, but honestly, Cavill's just gonna leave and be like, no, I'm good.
Down to 3 pull on Cavill.
Yeah, but he can just go forwards, rotate his turret to the back, and keep shooting.
Yeah, I think Lewis is.
I think he's gonna have a hard time trying to get back through this. Ah, goddamn. Biggest problem I have is when I'm trying to find ships on these lists, is I want to find out what a Y-wing's got. I'll look for that Y. No, it's in B.
Yeah, because they've renamed everything, haven't they?
It's like, oh, where's my X-wing? I'll look at X. No, it's in T. For
it's
T65.
like they've actually got product codes of the ships now.
TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
It's in M because there's modified TIE. I was like, what are you doing? It used to be so easy, and now it's like. But yeah, so I was looking at Y-wings.
I suppose it gives them room to bring out like models of ships.
Yeah, which they've done with the YT-1300.
Yeah,
so you've got YT-1300, then you've got customised and modified, which is the Rebel one, and then the Resistance one's going to be like refurbished or something like that.
Refurbished.
I can't remember the actual name, but yeah, it's something like that. So that each one is very definitively different.
Yeah.
But if they had, say, I don't know, X-wing, T65.
Yeah.
So you could figure out by its actual name.
That's a good one for the stream. Name the Resistance Falcon. What's it going to be? It's the one with the square dish. Yeah.
The thing is, they haven't even named it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the Lando's just a flat dish.
Yeah.
Rebel is roundish, upright.
Yeah.
And Resistance is squarish or rectangle.
Yeah.
What was it? They have shown it as well.
Sure, it won't be just Resistance Falcon.
No, it's.
Do you know? Has it been there?
It has been.
Yeah,
they've shown the dial, and it's something. What was it? I'm gonna be annoyed now.
So this game runs us up to lunch, guys. We will stop the stream at lunchtime and continue it when we come back in the afternoon. It's usually about 2 o'clock after this game is finished that we come back. We've got 3 games this afternoon. I'll concentrate on the top tier players who have gone 2-0.
Our first catch of the day.
Results.
OJ Hemmings versus Josh Thompson.
Josh?
OJ Hemmings 200 to 33.
Have you seen this game? It's gone very painfully for Lewis.
Yeah, is it really? Yeah.
Luke got tracted onto a rock and then ended up in a kill box between Cavill and Forlorn with one agility. After already taking crits and things, like he's gone.
Yeah, but now he's got 3 Zs. Surely he can dominate the board.
Yeah, but Luke hasn't lost anything.
Yeah, I'm joking, dude.
Yeah,
3 Zs.
Yeah, I know. I realised that after I said it.
Yeah.
You might know, Ash. I'm trying to. The Falcon.
It does, yeah.
In the Scum, it's just the YT-1300 or customised.
Oh, what the listing for the name?
Because the Rebel one's modified.
Yeah, the modified YT.
What's the Scum one?
I shouldn't tell you.
Do you know what the Resistance one is? Because that's going to be different, isn't it?
It'd still be a modified YT. It would just be in a different way.
But if they've changed the dial, it's going to have to be a different name.
Yes.
So, but it'll be. I thought it was refurbished for a second.
It's going to be a funny one because it'll be. Obviously, it's after Untitled made the modifications and made it pretty. I mean, it could be worse than the Rebel Falcon in some respects.
Oh, hang on, that might be a.
Let me have a look.
It's good.
Customised is the scum, apparently.
Ah, okay. Scavenged.
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 We've got it.
You got it?
Yeah. So the scum one is
scavenged. Yeah.
The scum one is customised.
Yeah, customised.
Yeah.
So it's customised, modified, scavenged.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which is quite interesting. But yeah, I was like, I'm sure it's got to be different.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Alphen was just talking about looking up like ships.
Yes.
And now when he looks up an A-wing, it's under B.
No,
Yeah.
A-wing is under R because it's
Z.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah, and the same with the Y-wing is BT.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
It's got a little confusing,
Yeah,
really. Isn't it?
yeah. The Y-wing BT one was a big one for me. I was like, well, straight to the bottom.
Where is it? I was on
All the
Stone
way back
Side.
to the top. Oh, there it is.
Just nuisance.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of cool. I really do like what they are doing. Everything feels even more like Star Warsy to me. Like it's feeding my geek of Star Wars, where these ships are called this, and you know.
I just wish maybe this list build was like X-wing, T65.
Yes.
Just to make it where you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know, it took us a week to get used to it, and we're all back to normal.
maybe.
I'm very excited for Resistance. I've just been discussing it. I'm very
I
excited.
need my A-wings, my Super A-wings.
Super A-wings, yes, and I just can't wait to get the Resistance
Han
Bomber.
looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, Resistance Bomber and Ray. I'm very excited to get that back on the table.
I can have Ray Poe again.
I can have Paige. That's what I'm excited for.
Good old character for half a minute.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love her. Not so much her sister, that. But when it's not a hate campaign.
Oh yeah, the game's gone. Yes. It looks like not a lot has actually happened because it's all Lewis's now, and they shoot last. So.
So they've run out of time. The E-wing's just an E-wing.
E-wing's just E-wing now. Yeah. And to be honest, it's not exactly like the E-wings are ever popular enough to be found on the list builder at this point, which is very sad because I want to see it, but no one's bringing them. I have got a plan for next week, so maybe bring in 3, which will not work. But
are you ready, gentlemen?
We are ready.
Ooh, who we got?
We've got a result.
The Frenchman, David Appleby.
Did he get a win finally?
He did get a win.
Hey! Who's he against?
He was playing.
Where is he?
It's on this.
There he is.
Virgil.
I was playing Virgil.
Oh, there we go.
200 to the French.
Yeah.
76 to Verge. Bam Bam Kafka.
Oh, it's an important match. Yeah.
Kafka 200. Bam Bam 85.
Kafka's doing really well. He was on the boil yesterday. He only just missed out.
I know he dropped to 6th, didn't he? But that was only after finishing top table.
It was
and
top
losing.
table, yeah, against Tim Marsden.
Cavill's got 1 health left.
And if you can go back and watch those games, especially that final between those two, and you'll notice that when Kafka sets up, he sets his Moldy Crow behind his other 2 ships, which is kind of push him out of his range 2 ability for Pablo.
He is Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo. So, and that is the difference. He couldn't make that work.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we've got scores.
Do you know how I know that? Ian told me.
I was going to say, that sounded really smart for
It
you.
was, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like, where's this coming from?
My answers are usually things like on the wonk and stuff like that.
Who was Alex Bruce playing?
Who was Brucey playing?
Oh, well, it's
Did he lose?
Oh, that's top, I think.
Jonathan Whelan.
Wheelie wins. 200 to 74.
Oh, good game.
Good game. All right.
Oh, so Zed's going over the breeze. Lose a stress, gain a stress. Maybe explode. And Caval's just going to bank away, clear his stress, probably focus, and probably kill off that Zed, honestly, because the Zeds have... actually, there's only one that's lost shields at this point. So Caval will be dying very soon, but he should be able to get a bit of damage through in the meantime. Fulham's going to struggle to actually do much. I think he might advance sensors and then hard to take the stress and get the range 1 shot and then just pass the stress out. Yeah. Oh, no, he's gone for the barrel roll again. Goes for the barrel roll.
Turning tight, maybe?
R2. Hard 1. Oh, shit, there you go, hard 1.
That's not bad.
That's good. That should be range 1 on the one that's currently in the back of Caval. And Caval's just legging it. I'm not going to clear stress, just going to...
More results.
Oh, he's got a... I have for Ashtrack, yes.
Virgil Jr.
Which one's that?
Matthew Jarrett.
Yep. He wins 200
okay,
to 79.
Very good.
Oh, James. So Caval is target not focused. No. Do his target. So Caval's just got 3 hits on. Oh, and killed off the Zed that had shields. So now there's 1 Zed on 1 health, and then a full health Zed left to go. So full on into range 2 obstructed into a Zed.
Did you just wipe that Zed? I missed that.
Yeah, Caval just one-shot it.
Oh, wow.
I say one-shot, he killed it. Oh, it looks like Forlom is killing off the other Zed.
Yeah. This is the death throes of Lewis's listener.
Yeah, target lock from Pablo. 3 hits. Yeah, that's a dead Zed.
Yeah.
Yeah, very dead Zed.
Commenting, yep.
Oh, so
Yesterday's winner, Mr. Marston.
Hello, Internet.
look at this
Grab a
guy.
chair from over there.
I was just popping to I don't know where Ash is, so I was coming to just give you a result. But
Ooh.
Okay.
I thought I'd
Direct
say
from the
hello
man
as well.
himself.
So
It was 200 nil, I don't believe.
no, it wasn't 200 now.
Although I'm amazed you've come finish this quickly.
little jibe there about how slow I am.
You are slow.
I think only one of my games went to time yesterday.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm proud of you.
So I'm evolving. So 200 to me.
Yeah.
And 56.
Oh, very well done.
6.
Yeah. Although everything was damaged.
Oh.
So just everything was near death. Well, not near death.
I think
near
they've.
halfways. So
I think they've
that's
called
the
it.
chopstick battle.
Yeah, Luke Townsend's won that one.
Tim, you've been asked directly by the crowd what you're flying today. Is it the same nonsense as yesterday?
So
How boring.
internet and
You've already won a coin. Bring something
Sign
else.
particularly. Well, to be fair, the majority of my scum lists are in my bag with me, and I wanted to kind of take it a bit easier today and fly Boba Guri, and a few people have kind of spurred me on about trying to do the double.
Yes, can you please get rid of
Well,
both?
that's true, you're on for the double today, aren't
Yeah,
you?
and
Oh, wow.
And Rasta said, you know, if
Yeah.
you don't try, you'll never know.
Yeah.
And so-
It's only ever been done once.
Can you get bones out? Because then someone can win BB-8.
So I rolled a dice,
Yeah.
and the dice decided for me to play the same list as yesterday. So I am flying the same list as yesterday.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I hope you win it.
Oh, that's exciting news. I'm actually
Well,
genuinely excited.
I'm not thinking about it.
Low
Take
key,
one
low
game at
key.
a time. To be fair, my first 2 games have been ridiculously close. I played Frenchie, so I played David Appleby first.
It's been very
First game.
good, actually.
He's very good.
Yeah,
To say
yeah.
he never plays, he's really good. And he was amazing with Whisper. And to start the game, I had a few shots at range 3 and just took 1 shield off his decimator. Then the next round, when I would have had everything in range, I put Forlom on a rock.
Right.
So, and he reinforced that round as well. So basically, I ended up doing like maybe just the shields and 1 damage. And then the turn after he deleted the tugboat before it. Sorry, that turn he deleted the tugboat before it shot.
Yeah.
Then I did a bit of damage into him. Then he deleted Forlom before it shot. And he'd still got like 4 or 5 health on the decimator, and I'd only got 2 ships left.
Right.
But as I found out in both my games today, Jam can remove reinforced tokens. So Paylob has, because it's a green token. So Jam has Paylob's come up, jammed the reinforce off, and then managed to kill it, kill the decimator, and then it got to a Caval 1 health whisper end game. And because I was behind him, he got into a situation where he just couldn't cloak because I'd already reloaded my torpedo with Caval.
Right.
So he kept having to run away and trying to figure out ways to get out of range, and then I eventually caught him in arc and torpedoed him. So.
Awesome.
Very close games.
Awesome.
And then I've just played David Pontin, and there was absolutely nothing I could do about Tradsim bombs and proton torpedoes coming in, and all I had to do was weather the damage, block him and try and make him spread his damage across my ships, and then I managed to get very lucky. I deleted a Punisher in the first round, deleted a Punisher in the second round, and then killed the shuttle in the like 3rd or 4th round of engagement, I think. So yeah, very very lucky today. Very lucky today. A bit lucky yesterday as well, to be honest.
I think that's Tim being Morris.
So
you played really well, mate.
It's looking like you might need to get some better wins to get that MOV up. That's gonna be the ticket.
I got my veteran coins yesterday. To be fair, the pretty much the only way I was getting was if I'd won a tournament. So
do you think you'll get
very
MOV?
relieved. I don't think I'll be here for enough events, but because it's top
Yeah.
10, isn't it?
Yeah,
So you're not
yeah,
averaging them or anything. So I think the people that are in, just because of the way that the MOV system works, like you clocking them up for losses, and you get quite a lot for every win. So I wouldn't have thought I'd be in the top 10 of MOV just from doing sort of 1 a month. And I know I'm not here. I know I'm not here next month.
Yeah. Oh, you won it though.
I know exactly. Yeah,
Pressure's
so that
off,
was
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah,
It was that.
I'm not sure if you were listening to us on Tuesday nights, but
I was a little bit. Yeah.
so on Tuesday night I was having a joke with Steve and saying that if inspiration struck me, and I thought that if there was, say somebody like a tournament that had decided maybe the champion of this particular store, maybe he should get an invite regardless. So I was having a joke with Steve, and Steve was going, "Who is that?" And I was like, "I don't know, I'm not sure." He's like, "I'll just look it up." And but yeah, I won my coin yesterday. So
Tim is our store champion, in case you don't know.
So I'm over the moon. So I'll leave you to it. And,
all right.
Thanks very
Game's
much.
over, so we're pretty much going for lunch.
Yeah.
It's lunch.
Yep.
Right, guys, we're going for lunch now. Join us after lunch about 2 o'clock.
20 odd minutes left, which will take us 20 minutes will take us to 10 past. 2
Yeah,
o'clock.
it'll be 2 o'clock. Yeah. All right.